This is the sideline hip abduction. And what you're going to do, there's two different levels. So the first one, you're just going to do it on the ground like so. You're going to keep your legs, body nice and straight. So this is going to be the working leg, and the goal is we're trying to activate these side hip muscles through here. So you've seen this in some capacity, I'm sure, where you're doing some sort of leg raise like this, but I'm going to have a couple different cues for you to work on. So first, before you even do the lift, we're going to think about pressing the foot down towards an imaginary wall away from you. So you're trying to get the bottom of your foot towards that imaginary wall. So we're trying to create length through the hip. And then from here, now we're going to elevate while thinking about pressing the leg out. And then you're trying to squeeze very firmly here. So we're trying to get a nice isolated hip abduction movement. What many people struggle with this exercise is they will start recruiting through their lower back and they'll do this to lift the leg up. So we're trying to avoid that. We're just trying to get some prep work, some core work in to the hip itself. So we're trying to spare the lower back. So again, creating that length, trying to touch that imaginary wall, keeping the torso relatively relaxed, and we're just trying to get a really nice hip abduction, real strong squeeze, and then all the way back down. And it's okay, you want to lift the leg straight up, but it is okay if you come back ever so slightly, and you might feel a little bit more engagement when you do that. We just don't want the leg to go completely back like that. So mainly straight up, but if you come back ever so slightly, that's okay too. So that's the first level. Second level, we're going into a side stance like this. So arms straight, coming up on the knee here. From here, you want to think about pressing your knee into the ground. So you're actually going to be working this glute medius a little bit while you're just stabilizing. And then we're going to do the same thing with this leg. So we're trying to reach towards that imaginary wall, and we're trying to lift up, 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 up as high as you can. Strong squeeze, still trying to touch that imaginary wall on the way down. So again, reach, lifting up, trying to keep a nice pure hip motion, and then back down. So when you do those little cues, this is a much more powerful exercise than just lifting the leg up like you might have in the past. So create that length, lift up, isolate the hip motion.